Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to make this cute and amazing envelope flip book, but it is made different than probably what you have seen in the past. And you can put all sorts of stuff in here. I don't have anything in my pockets yet. I was just kind of going through and making this. But this is so much fun to make. And I actually used, let me show you what I used. I used this box of cards that I picked up at Michael's, and I used the envelopes and the cards. So this is one of the cards, and this is the back of the card. And then you see I have a cute little spine, expanding spine. So let's show you guys how to make this. So the first thing you want to do is you want to pick out some envelopes. And I just picked out 4 of the envelopes that are in there. Now in this one, I had my flap facing me, but I think in the one that I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to turn them like this. So then you want to get a piece of cardstock 11 inches long, and it needs to be whatever the height of your envelopes are. So my envelopes are 5 3/4. So if you see my my paper is exactly the same height as my my envelopes. So you have 11 by whatever the size of your envelopes. And then you just get your scoreboard out, and you're going to score every 1/2 inch all the way down. So we're just going to score 1, or a half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, and I've already scored from 4.5 on, just so that you guys could see what I was doing. Okay. Now, because mine is not double-sided, I want the pattern to show on the inside. So I'm looking at it like this, and I want the pattern to show on the inside. So I am going to take this here, and I'm going to fold this like this. And I'm just going to keep going accordion style all the way down, kind of like we did in school to make a fan. And so this is what you end up with. Okay. And so you should have whatever your outside is should be here, and it should be there. So just like that. Okay. So now that we have that, now we need to start putting our envelopes in. And I'm just going to alternate mine. So you're going to do this. You're going to go, you're going to have valley, valley, and I don't know if you guys can see. So I have valley, and then I skip, and then I go here. So on this third one is where I am just going to put some tape on both sides. And I see what I've done. I've got it upside down, so that's fine. We will start at the back, since somebody was about to do it upside down. So you're just going to take your envelope, and you're going to line it up down in that valley. And you want to make sure that you get it lined up in there. And then once it's lined up, then you can take and pinch it together. And you just want to make sure that you get it even all the way down. so that your envelope will set straight. Okay. So since and you can, if you're starting on the front, it's the exact same way. So now we're going to skip this valley. So I'm just going to go over like that. And then in this one, I'm going to put more tape. And then I'm going to put my next envelope. And again, I want to make sure that I get it lined up. And then once I get it lined up, then I will go ahead and pinch it together. So see, there we go. So let's do one more. So I'm going to skip that one. And then I am going to put my tape here. Now you can use glue for this. I'm just using tape for the sake of the video so that it's not 5 hours long. All right, and again, I'm going to line this up. Get it lined up all the way down. And then pinch it. And so there we go. Now I'm going to skip this one. And then I'm going to go to this next one. And I'm just going to do my tape. Maybe. All right. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to line this one up. Get it lined up straight. And then pinch it. So there's that. So you should have 2 valleys in the front and 2 valleys in the back. Okay. So now the next thing you want to do is you want to go back here and you want to kind of close this up some. Now I am going to use my glue on this. And so I'm just going to find where this envelope is and I am going to glue right here. And I'm going to glue that one down. Okay. And then I'm going to skip this one right here. So I'm going to where the next envelope is and I'm going to glue it down. So basically I'm going to each envelope and I'm just going to go ahead and do it all like this. And I'm going to glue on the one that is the envelope. And so you're just skipping every other one. And I'm doing it like that so that the video won't be quite so long. And I can see I didn't get them lined up completely straight, which because I did use the tape, I should be able to go back in and straighten them. So I've got that done. So let me just take a look at where I've messed up on these. So when you're doing it, just kind of take your time to make sure that you get it. See, right here, I didn't line it up good. And so I'm just going to pull it up and then just get it right down in it. And get it lined up there. Okay. And then that one looks okay. These are going to, these are fine for now, just for the sake of the video. We'll keep on going. Okay, so now I need to do my cover. And again, this one's too far out. I can't do it. I was going to try and just leave it, but I can't. And I want to go ahead and reposition it now because once this tape sets for a while, then it becomes more permanent and I won't be able to reposition it. So just, you know, take your time when you're doing this so that your envelopes will set in there straight and even. Okay, may as well check them all because I can see right now that it will bug me. So I should have just taken my time when I first done it. But no, I was trying to save time and in the end I ended up wasting time. And so you can see where this one is off. And I got it in there wrong anyway, guys. No, I didn't. I got it in there right. I thought I had put the flat part down in there, but I didn't. Okay, Let's see where this one's messed up at, because it looks like I've boogered it up as well. And I could just take this part out of the video, but no, this is real life crafting, guys. You know, things happen. Actually, that one looks good. Okay. All right, so there we go. Yes, that does look much better. All right, and so we've got those every other one glued. So now we need to do our cover. And I think, let me see, I've got some paper over here. I have not already cut that. We're going to go with pink because that's what I have right here, and I think it'll be fine. So again, I want to have it the same size. I want my cover to be the same size as my envelopes. And so I know that my envelopes are 5 3/4 inches high. So I'm going to cut this at 5 3/4. And because I've already done one, I know that they are 4.5 wide. So I'm going to cut these at 4.5. So I need 2 of them for my front and my back. Set that to the side. Now I'm going to leave this out because now I need to pick out what I want to actually be for my cover and my back. And I'm just going, and you can use scrapbook paper, you can use anything, but these cards are just beautiful. So I'm just going to go with these cards and use some of these. I'm thinking maybe that one, or should I go with that one? Let's go with this one. All right. So I'm just going to put these back in the box. And again, I just picked these up at Michael's, and I love the pattern of the envelopes. And I'm going to use the back, even though it's just a solid color, I'm going to use that. Excuse me. And it's okay for this to be a little smaller than your actual card here, because we're basically going to mat it. So all I'm doing is I've got it, and I'm just cutting the fold part of the card off. That's all I've done. And so now I've got that. Oops, sorry guys. And I think I am going to round my corners. I like the way it looks, especially since it's basically like I'm matting it. And do this as well. Okay, and I think I want to ink. I want to give it a little bit of dimension. And again, I say this every time I ink, but this is all personal preference. If you don't want to ink, don't ink. It's not a big deal. I didn't ink on the other one, so you see sometimes I ink, sometimes I don't. It just all depends on what mood I'm in. Okay. There we go. All right, so now all I really want to do is I want to mat this, and I'm just going to use my tape for now. And I'm just going to attempt to center it up and put it down. And I'm going to do the same thing here. And then I want to try and center this and put it down. All right. So now what we're going to do is on this front cover, I can't remember how it went. We're going to put it like that either way. All right, so I'm just going to go right here on this first valley, and I am going to put my tape down just like I did whenever I was putting the envelopes down. And I'm just going to put tape on both sides. Easier said than done. Okay. Now I'm going to try and be a little bit more careful on lining this up, because I was not careful on the last. So it looks like that's probably lined up. And there we go. That is so cute. All right, so now on the back, same thing. We're going to put our tape on that last valley there. And then we're going to line it up and make sure you have this one facing outside. And try and get that lined up. And then close it down. So there we go. Look, guys, look how cute this is already. And I didn't get that lined up good. Oh, well, it's perfectly fine. I probably need to push this in more. But I'm not going to stress over it right now. All right. So now we have this. So now the only other thing I really want to do is same thing I did before right here where this back is. I'm going to do that. And I think that's the only one I need to do right now. All right, so now because I have this white spine, I really don't want it showing. So what I've done, and I'm going to show you, let me grab another sheet of paper. Let's see, what do I have? Just trying to think. You know, we can use this. Let's use this, because I don't feel like wasting anything else. So I'm going to cut this at the 5 3/4, which is the height of my envelopes. And I'm just going to do it 2 inches. You can do it whatever size you want to do it. But I think 2 inches is good. That's what I've done for this one, is 2 inches, and I think that's fine. Now what I've done so that it would have that good fold like this is I just took and I put it on my scoreboard, and I literally scored it on every score line. So that's what, every 1/8 inch. And so by doing that, it just gives it that nice and easy roll. And this is not something that you actually have to do. And I'm going to turn it over now because it's getting a little harder to do. So I just turned it over so I could have more on this end. And so you see I've scored pretty much every 1/8 inch. And then I'm just going to kind of roll it a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some glue there. I'm just going to line this up to cover that white. And just hold it down for a second. Now, if you use a very good like score tape or something, you can do that and you don't have to worry about using your wet glue. But because I'm using that tape runner, that is not very permanent. To me, it doesn't feel very permanent. So that's why I'm using the glue. And so again, just lining it up to cover the white and hold it down. And guys, that's it. I mean, it's done. And so now I can go back in. I can put stuff on here. This would make a great Mother's Day card. You know, I can put all kinds of stuff in it. I didn't hold it long enough. I knew it. Y'all know I'm bad about doing that. Let me hold it. Let me be patient for just a minute. Patience, patience, patience. And you don't even have to do this step. Like if you're using a double-sided paper that it matches on, the front and back or whatever, you don't have to do this. I just like it. And I have somehow messed up the cover and got it cut wrong, but I don't care. I'm perfectly fine with it. I might put some lace on that edge so that you can't see that one envelope, and it looked like it was in there right, so maybe I didn't fold it right or something. So I may just go back in and put some lace on that edge. That way you can't see that it's not even there. But that's it, guys. That is an envelope flip journal, different than what the normal envelope flip journals are. And because of the way that it is, you can see it, you do have a little bit of room to expand there. But yeah, guys, tell me what you think of the project. Let me know. If you try it, please let me know. I would love to see it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.